What's up, everybody? It's Alex Fishbein back again with another Fish's Friday rant. And this time we have a little bit about the playoffs now instead of just predictions and everything, because last time we did it right before the playoffs started. So this time we got a little bit about the actual playoffs and what we're seeing today. So the one thing I want to start off with is a couple of the fines that have happened. So first we have obviously Coach Fizdale's big rant against the refs for the Memphis and San Antonio game 2. And I mean, it was awesome. It was great. Like, we haven't really seen a big time rant like in a press conference, in an interview, or anything like that for a while. It's been a long time since we've really seen something that we can be like, yeah, tell them, yeah, woo, you know what I mean? Like, we haven't really seen that often. And like we needed a new kind of like coaches rant, players rant, whatever, so that whenever any kind of TV show, whatever it may be, starts listing off their top 5, they can stop always having like the playoffs one, the win the game one, obviously the Allen Iverson one. Now we have something we can change it up with, and at least something in more recent memory as well. But about this rant, I want to say his line, "They not gonna rook us," I think is the much better line compared to "take that for data." And the fact that he came out and rode for his guys and said they not gonna rook us, like, I would go into battle for this man. Like, Fizdale, if I was a player on his team, I would absolutely love to play for this guy, especially after this kind of press conference. So anyway, moving on to Russell Westbrook, when they asked him about his stat line in a loss. First off, that's a dumb question. Why would any guy care about his stat line if they lose a playoff game? Even the most selfish superstars are not going to care if they got a triple-double with 50 points if their team ended up losing the game. In the regular season, alright, if you lose a game, you might still be like 20 games over 500, then it's like, oh, whatever, yeah, it was a nice game. But in the playoffs, this is either win or go home. So if this isn't ending in a win, they're not going to care about the stat line. And the way that Russell Westbrook said it, I mean, that's how I would say it. That was a perfect way to just be like, shut up, we didn't win, that's it. I mean, but he threw a curse word in there, and now you got to fine him $15,000, which I think is really stupid. And other things that I think are really stupid so far in these playoffs, when Giannis Antetokounmpo blocked the shot against the Toronto Raptors on DeMar DeRozan, fist pumped, and then was given a technical foul. Since when was it a technical foul to fist pump and be excited, especially in the playoffs when you're on the road, you're trying to make a statement? When is that ever a technical foul? We have seen multiple guys in all of the different series do that. Even worse so on dunks with like Gortat dunking on Millsap and them, and then like just giving them a death stare and screaming at the same time. We have seen much worse things in other series, but you're gonna call Giannis for a technical? What kind of stupid? That was ridiculous. Now, on top of that, I am a little pissed that Rondo broke his thumb. Like, I hate injuries. But obviously, I would love to have like just everything reset before the playoffs and not have guys get hurt, because Rondo was getting back to vintage Rondo. Rondo was in his Celtics days in that game 2. He was leading the team, he was doing it on defense, he was getting guys open for the shot, and these Bulls have taken it straight to the number 1 seeded Celtics. They could still sweep them. That is a possibility. Nobody thought of that when the Bulls came limping into the playoffs. They're only a 41-win team. Like, this team is not that great. But they have 3 guys with playoff experience, and 2 of them have won championships. So these guys know what to do when it comes to the postseason. So when it comes to that, the Celtics are in a little bit of trouble here. I mean, yes, they're a good team. They play solid team ball, but the Bulls are exploiting every weakness they have. Like, we have known they have needed a dominant big man for a while. We've known they needed more rebounding, more paint protection for a while. And you would think like a upper echelon big man would be the one to expose that. But it's Robin Lopez. That's all it takes. If all it takes is Robin Lopez to expose that kind of weakness, what do they think is going to happen when they have teams with even better big men and better guards who really know how to penetrate a defense and distribute the ball? What happens when they face the Wizards when you have to worry about John Wall and Bradley Beal, but then while you're worried about them, John Wall is finding every other person on the court, especially the guys down low, which you can't cover. So even if they do pass the Bulls, what makes anybody confident in the fact that you're going to advance past that? Nothing. At all. Nothing. And then on the Western side, like I said, I hate injuries. Rudy Gobert goes down within the first minute of their first game against the Clippers. And that leaves a giant hole in the paint. Like, that would be if the Clippers lost DeAndre Jordan. Who is going to step in on defense at that point in time when you have a guy who is up for like the top 3 candidates in Defensive Player of the Year? That's not an easy hole to fill. And especially with the fact that they're facing the Clippers, who have Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, and aforementioned DeAndre Jordan. If he comes back, this whole series changes. This whole series is really like hinging on Rudy Gobert. That's pretty much what it is. And if the Jazz somehow can make it out of this series without Rudy Gobert and he comes back for the second series, that would be huge for them. But anyway, that's it for me, guys. Thank you for watching another episode of Fisch's Friday Rant. Make sure you check out our website, basketballsocietyonline.com. I just put a piece on there about Giannis Antetokounmpo. And we just had some of our guys put up a video for a debate on if LeBron James, has surpassed Michael Jordan in terms of legacy and in terms of a player. Definitely check that out. I really enjoyed it. I didn't know they were doing it, and it came up, and I really enjoyed that video, so definitely give that a look too. That's on our YouTube channel as well, so definitely check that out. Anyway, thank you guys for watching another episode. I'll catch you guys next week. Peace.